EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They go play action here on first down. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Finding room inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On the bench, it's Duke Johnson. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up a third down. On third down, Mayfield. This is Johnson. He's got it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going to the passing game, it should open up his running game, too. And he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Mayfield with it once more. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. A few issues here on the offensive line, apparently. He got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try to apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. David Njoku, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. And it's up and good. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On 1st down, it's Watson being chased out left. And incomplete on the deep ball. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points. Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They'll run it again with Miller. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. He may try and run for this. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. A big play that time for Cleveland. 48 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 26-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And now he'll tuck it and run. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Leopard! Leopard!
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
1st down, Mayfield. Dancing to his left. And this will be incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Buying time was left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. And it's caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And this Texans defense stands tall. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 15. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Leonard Floyd in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Watson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
3rd and long, it's Watson. Got an open man, he completes it to Callaway. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. On 1st and 10, Watson, a quick hitter complete. It's Fuller. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Out of the gun, Watson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56.
Following the interception, Mayfield. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. Mayfield down. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Damian Rattling, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well-organized, well-coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
And the Texans set to come onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and I think the Browns got it. They did. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Second down, Mayfield. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Throwing, Mayfield. Flush to his right, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And now out comes Houston. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan 1st down. Watson on 1st down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. From the gun, here's Watson. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Richmond.
They'll run for it. This is Walton. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. On 1st down, Watson. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. On 2nd down, here's Watson. Flushed out right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
To throw is Watson. Throwing on 3rd and long. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Around the NFL, they're in the second quarter at Lambeau. Early lead in that one for the Packers. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. A 1st down throw from Mayfield. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The 4-time All-Pro, J.J. Watt. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Mayfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Mayfield steps away to his left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and that's sack number 18 for him on the year. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 18. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. The stop was made by Jannard Avery.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Watson. On the right side, this is Miller. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And that one results in 35 yards. A 1st down carry now for Miller. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fit.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Braxton Miller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans draw a bit closer. Crosby with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And for Mayfield, this could be a free play. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And here comes the Texans now. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball, just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. The final shot before the break, Watson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now Walton. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Houston. Mark Walton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense.
Heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Being chased out left. And he whips that one incomplete there. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Mayfield looks to throw. Dancing to his left. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long.
Detroit!
3rd and long for Mayfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Hey. 4 down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Caught left side, Hopkins. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And we are tied at 21. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Buying time to his left. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Mayfield on 1st down. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Christian Covington getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Mayfield now on 2nd down. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Forced it. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Browns have moved out in front. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Back to throw, Watson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. To throw on second is Watson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Here's Watson. Steps away to his left. Going deep for Hopkins. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially given 15, and out will come the offense as they take over. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Justin Reed. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. A good pickup there at 22. Watson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Watson going deep for Hopkins. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Here's Walton. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. On 3rd down, Watson. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him old reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Flush to his right. They find some open field here. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but rush coming, and he's taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. And Crosby puts it through, and that'll bring him back within 4. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time, one-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Landry, the intended target. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago. And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scouting. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that, got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now Watson to throw on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now it's Watson, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A second down throw for Mayfield. Throw left side, complete to QT. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Jarvis Landry from 8 yards out. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now out comes Houston. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 20. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And that takes us from second to third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Four down. Mike's by four.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Leonard Floyd. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Breaking the huddle, first and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. First down, Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry from 10 yards out, and the Browns add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. To throw is Watson. Dumps it complete to Miller. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Brian Bonnie Calhoun. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost like they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
But Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Marthema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. The Browns on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. On third down, Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And got his man complete. And he takes it all the way up to the 45-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. 42 yards. A first down throw for Mayfield. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now second down. On second down, Mayfield again. That's Njoku over the middle. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. Mayfield on 3rd and 2. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Watson on 1st down. Going up top for Miller. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the rookie Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Following the interception, Mayfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Damian Radley, 93 yards. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On 1st down, it's Watson. He's got Fuller. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep them caught.
And now here's another interception. Able to get there and pick it. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. And that'll bring up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a handoff to Miller. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And incomplete here on third down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
Desperation time. Watson on fourth down. Being chased out left. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Leopard! Gone!
Well, the lead late in the fourth, but Mayfield's going to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Duke Johnson, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up second down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he's got this one down to the 10. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
And that was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
The Browns on third down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Gone!
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. He's got his tight end in Njoku. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Throwing. Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Gonzalez good on the extra point. They're all through up in Detroit, and the Lions adding more points to their total, extending that lead. If they can hold on to that lead to the end, it would up their win total to 7. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo
exactly.
going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 50.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. Looking deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. A big play that time for Cleveland. 68 yards. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they?